Hey guys, Brittany here at NALCS Day 1, Week 10, and I'm sitting here with Nien from CLG, who has just come off from a win against TSM. That was a big win, obviously, for you guys. What was your initial strategy going into the game?
Uh, we didn't really have a strategy past our picks and bans. We had a good idea of what they were going to pick and when they were going to pick it. Like, we knew for 100% fact that they were going to take Shyvana. We are going to counter that with the Trundle, and we just had a good idea of what they're going to pick and ban. And from there, it was just a good match between two really good teams.
So during the game, did that strategy change at all? Or I know that you only planned the picks and bans phase, but during the game, did you guys just have to wing it to win?
During the game, we basically just winged it, just talked about our strategy and stuff. But we had one really big misplay near Baron when we got aced basically by Turtle. I think he got like a triple kill or a quadra kill. We didn't really identify what their team comp does versus what our team comp does, and we just stacked up really hard for the Twitch, and he just sprayed and prayed and killed all of us basically. So besides that major mess up, we had pretty solid play throughout the game.
And then I know Doublelift had said in a previous interview that your communication was a little bit off. How do you think you guys communicated this game?
I think overall our communication was pretty solid that game. Everyone was talking, everyone was relaying the information they needed to relay, and overall we just played pretty solid.
So, is there anything that you would work on then? I know you're saying you played solidly, but what for the next game would you work on?
I think we got picked off a few times. Like me in specific, I got caught like twice when I really shouldn't have. I think a couple other people got caught as well. So mostly just trying to cut down on the pointless deaths, and then maybe work on our rotations a little bit, make them a little bit smoother. Because there's a couple points in the game where people weren't in the right lanes, and when people aren't in the right lanes, they can't pressure as hard as they potentially are capable of. So it's a waste of time and a waste of pressure. So just need to make sure that everyone's always in the right lanes at the right times, so we can cinch out the games and beat TSM again.
What do you think was their downfall in this game and that initially made you guys win?
What was their downfall? I think their Baron play after they picked me off mid was a bit ballsy, to say the least. I think after that we ended up actually killing a bunch of them and getting Baron, and worked out really well from that play. Besides that, I think they didn't really do anything too wrong. I think both teams played pretty well. We just had a solid game, and we ended up winning.
How important was this game for you guys to win? Now, where do you stand?
It's not really important for our standings, I'd say. It's just mostly important to stop TSM from getting the 25-3 that Cloud9 did. I'm really, really, really happy about that. Didn't want another repeat of the Cloud9 where they're just on a whole nother level than every other team. Now, instead of just the one team being good, we have three teams being good, so we can't let that happen.
And then what do you expect going into your game tomorrow against XDG? Are you just going to have this confidence and beat them all over again?
I think that we have a very, 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 very good shot at beating XTG. I think as long as we play near the level that we played today, we should be able to win that game easily.
And then I know with the rest of the games coming up, you guys obviously are going to play Cloud9 again. What are your expectations for that game?
For Cloud9, I think winning this game versus TSM raises my confidence for sure. I think TSM is definitely the best team in North America right now. And second place goes to either us or C9. I'm not really sure. It's hard to say. But I think it's just going to be another solid game with both teams playing pretty well. And I can't really say who's going to win. I just think both teams are really good, so we'll see from there.
What about you as an individual player? How well have you done? Do you think, like, what differently have you done in this game than the other games?
What was that? You could
Yeah, sorry. Okay. So you as an individual player, how have you improved, and have you played differently this game than you have in the other games that made you guys win?
I've just been trying to be a lot safer. Like before, I would like get pretty nervous, and then I'd try to make these big plays or whatever, and then usually the plays went bad because I made really poor decisions. But I'm just trying to think clearly throughout the game and just make good decisions. And like there was a couple bad decisions in this game, but I'm just gonna cut down on that. Like the one bad decision that I'm mainly thinking of is the mid lane TP, where it just kind of died for free, and then eventually it ended up getting us Baron, which was all part of the plan, of course. But that was the main misplay. Just I made some poor decisions because I've let the nerves get the best of me recently, but I'm just going to try to work on my decision making mostly.
Well, good luck with that, and I'm sure you'll do perfectly fine, especially after this win against TSM. That probably boosts your ego a lot, right? Yeah, right. Okay, so do you have any shout-outs that you would like to add?
Shout outs to Razer, Zubu, iViPower, and NZXT. Thank you guys very much for sponsoring us. I didn't forget you guys. I was thinking about something else that I was going to say, of course. And then also I'd like to give a shout out to friends and family, of course. Thank you guys for supporting me. A shout out to Brittany and Marking. Thank you guys for helping me out in this interview. This great interview. And a shout out to Europe for taking Travis away from us.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, thank you so much again. And for more coverage, make sure. Sorry, you just like threw me off there. But for more coverage, check out more coverage at ongamers.com.
Yeah, you should do that.